Welcome back to the WIOA Title I training video series. This training series focuses on 7 specific topics that are key to successful implementation of WIOA programs. This training focuses specifically on measurable skill gain. You can find New Jersey's Measurable Skill Gain policy in the Workforce Professional Resources section of the NJ WIOA website. All policies that have been issued by NJDOL are available in the New Jersey Workforce Innovation Notices section, including specifically the Measurable Skill Gain Policy, NJWIN 8-17. Measurable skill gains measure the interim progress of participants in acquiring knowledge and skills among individuals who are enrolled in education or training services. This measure is intended to capture important progressions within a variety of educational opportunities available through WIOA. From basic literacy and numeracy programs focused on academic development to on-the-job training opportunities that support individuals' occupational skill development in an employer setting, and across various secondary and post-secondary programs. Measurable skill gains offer an opportunity for getting credit for knowledge and skill development of participants. WIOA includes 5 types of measurable skill gain that define skill gains across these different education training pathways. 1, an increase in educational functioning level. 2, attainment of a secondary school diploma or recognized equivalent. 3, report cards or transcripts demonstrating progress in secondary or post-secondary programs. 4, training milestones specific to apprenticeships and on-the-job training. And 5, passage of exams. We'll spend time diving into each of these areas. Educational Functioning Level, EFL, is defined as documented achievement of at least 1 EFL of a participant who is receiving instruction below the post-secondary level. EFL may be measured through a basic skills pre- and post-test, which demonstrates an advancement of an educational level. This can be documented with results from an approved basic skills pre- and post-test, for example, CASAS, showing at least 1 educational functioning level within the program year. It can also be measured through the award of credits or units towards a secondary school diploma or its recognized equivalent among individuals attending a secondary school program. Documentation includes official transcripts and report cards or a letter from an educational provider. Lastly, it can be measured by enrollment in post-secondary education or training among specifically individuals who exit the program below the post-secondary level. This can be documented through a school enrollment or registration form or a copy of a class schedule. Attainment of a secondary school diploma or recognized equivalent is the second type of measurable skill gain. This can be documented with a high school diploma, an official secondary transcript, or certification of passing scores on all HSE sections. In addition, measurable skill gain can also be demonstrated as academic progress in secondary or post-secondary programs. At the secondary level, this includes providing a transcript or report card that demonstrates achievement of passing grades of D or above in a specific semester. At the post-secondary level, this includes providing a report card or transcript that demonstrates that full-time or part-time credit levels were achieved in a semester based on a participant's enrollment status. The fourth type of measurable skill gain is a training milestone, which is specific to OJT and registered apprenticeship opportunities. A training milestone is defined as a satisfactory or better progress towards established milestones from an employer or training provider. Progress reports and passage of specific exams can demonstrate training milestones. What is most important here is that local offices work and collaborate with employers and providers providing apprenticeships and OJT opportunities to establish specific milestones as part of their contracts. The last type of measurable skill gain relates to passage of exams that are required for a particular occupation or progress in attaining technical or occupational skills as demonstrated through a trade-related benchmark. Participants demonstrating passing scores on knowledge-based or completion tests that are necessary to obtain a credential for an occupation count towards measurable skill gain. While completion exams are the clearest example, a training sequence may also include other knowledge-based exams that demonstrate progress necessary for a particular occupation. A couple additional notes about measurable skill gain performance. Participants who are currently attending a training or educational program, including all in-school youth, are included in the Measurable Skill Gain performance measure. Measurable skill gain is a measure based on who participates in training and educational programs each program year. For this reason, skill gain should be documented as soon as a measurable skill gain is achieved during a program year. Once a measurable skill gain is documented for the current program year, no other achievement will count towards measurable skill gain performance for that individual, even if the participant enrolls in another education or training activity during the program year. If the participant's enrollment in education or training carries over into a new program year, a skills gain must also be documented for the new program year. A couple last notes about the measurable skill gain policy. For individual training accounts, ITAs, and customized training, the documentation of attainment of skills progressions must be completed by the training provider or employer. In addition, individuals who receive only incumbent worker training are not included in WIOA performance indicator calculations. However, state and local areas are still required to report participant and performance data on all individuals who receive only incumbent worker training, which includes the Measurable Skills Gains performance indicator. Measurable skill gains must be documented in AOSOS. Measurable skill gains are entered in the Training Outcomes tab in Services. To add a measurable skill gain, click the Add Outcomes button. Information about the training and education program should be entered in all the fields with green dots. To enter a specific skill gain related to this training, click on the Outcome Details button. You will then need to click the Add button on the Training Outcomes Details box that pops up. Add specific information about the date, type, and relevant details about the measurable skill gain. In addition to documentation in AOSOS, specific documents and documentation related to the measurable skill gains highlighted in this video should be included in the paper file or as uploaded attachments in AOSOS. As discussed in this video, this can include a variety of documents. This concludes our summary of measurable skill gain. Additional resources, including NJ2L's policies, a series of training tutorials on AOSOS, as well as measurable skill gain materials on Workforce GPS, may help to augment knowledge of concepts highlighted in this training. If you don't have access to these materials or have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at wioapolicy@dol.nj.gov. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for information about future videos. Just click on the subscribe button below. Thank you.